Kilgo, how happy are you with your performance and your goals today?
Yeah, I'm happy to help the team, but I lost a lot of shoot, so I have to improve.
It was a good cross from Alistair, though, for that first one. Is that fair?
Yeah, what a ball! Yeah.
That's great finish.
I think he's been sensational since he's signed for Celtic. He just adds sharpness whenever he comes on, and it's. I mean, he should score, but it's such a composed finish, couple of quick touches. But yeah, 3-1 did for Ross County. The game was over then, but McCowan, impresses, and he'll probably think, well, my performances, I deserve more game time. Celtic have strength and depth in that area, but no, he's got such great composure. Always adds something when he does come on.
I bet you James Brown's in the dressing room wishing he had the opportunity to tackle when, the offside, Arnie Engels was able to put him off there before he got back there. Surely that's intervening with play as well.
Do you want some more straws?
No, I'm just honest. It's the rules. That's the rules. Is he intervening with play?
The laws.
100%.
We showed some of the chances that Celtic had in the first half where you were looking for that little bit of composure, and you mentioned it with Luke McCowan. He has it, doesn't he? He's able to almost slow things down when the ball comes to his feet.
I can't take him seriously. 4-1, blimey, whinging. No.
Engels is offside here, and he stops James Brown from getting an opportunity to get a tackle. He stops him from getting back in to get a tackle.
That's a massive clutch there.
As I said, you can see he tries to get round him. Engels just stands and he knows he's offside.
Let's talk.
By the way, it's good feet. Good feet gets away, but I'm sure James Brown would have been looking for the opportunity.
Well, he doesn't
make that
look
tackle.
too itchy there to make a challenge, does he? He was about 12 feet away at that particular time. Right. But have we got any hankies?
But it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. It's not going to change. Celtic are too good.
To be a decision because
can there be a decision made?
There has to be. Like, people can speak about money or whatever they want. Like, this cannot continue. Rangers need to find a way to sort this out. This cannot continue. It's impossible. We spoke about the point.
All right, Jim. I've cut across your bit. I've enjoyed being Jim. All right, Jim.
How are we doing? Good evening. Can I speak to the cheerleader, please?
What one is it? Who do you want to speak
to? By the way, I think we know who the cheerleader is, and I want your honest opinion, cheerleader. Where is the progress came for you in this squad and in this team? Where's the progress came for you? Or where is it?
Who are you talking to?
Oh, no, you know it's no you.
Oh, it's me? You talking to me?
Aye, you're the cheerleader. You're his cheerleader. By the way, tell me, where is the progress came for you in this team? I've heard you trumpeting him, by the way, for the last 2-3 weeks. How he's the greatest thing that's going to happen. This is going to happen.
No.
You're the man.
No, I never said he's the greatest thing that's ever been. I never said that. I just say the guy's trying to do a particular job for the club.
Where is he doing? Where is the progress? Where is the progress, Kempy? You can't answer it.
I can answer it if you let me answer it. But
go for it then.
The progress is coming as young players he's brought into the team. You look at some of these young players, and they're talented young boys. We've just not got a full squad yet to pick for you. We've not got as I said earlier on, a core of the team. But hey, the manager will get sacked eventually. All managers do, no matter what team they're with, all managers get sacked eventually, and eventually it will come down on him as well. So it's just a matter of time before he gets sacked. But I'm just saying.
Well, folks, I hope everyone is doing well. Just 1 second. Now that's a bit better. I had the wrong setting on for the audio, so you couldn't hear me properly. But a very happy Saturday evening. Very cold out there. It's very cold in Ibrox. But you know what? Performance today by champions. Another 3 points yet again closer to the league title, to the magic 55 title, 55th title. The banter days are definitely here. But what a performance. As I said for the preview of the game earlier on, that it was going to be difficult in the first half of the game. And look, we got our chances and we got there. 2 goals from Kyogo, goal from Arnie Ingles, and then Luke McCown. And then it was a debut as well for Johnny Kenny as well, the Sligo boy. So big 3 points. It wasn't always going to be easy in Dingwall, but fair play to the support, travelling up in them mad conditions, and they were absolutely unbelievable. The players on the pitch, the fans, and yes, it was a penalty for them, 100%. It was sloppy from Alistair Johnson, but Alistair Johnson's cross for Kyogo's first goal was unbelievable, absolutely class. So that was good with that regards to that. I just wanted to see if I'm on the right. Yeah, I'm on the right camera here. 2 cameras, obviously the laptop camera and then the other one. But get the comments in. With no days in Maeda, no Kuhn today, we played absolutely brilliant. And plus, realistically, we were missing 4 wingers. James is still out with his injury. Kuhn has an injury, Maeda has an injury, and then Lewis Palmer, for family reasons, wasn't a part of the squad. So, as I said earlier on the channel, thoughts and prayers out with Lewis Palmer at the moment. One of his family members meant to pass away, so thoughts of Lewis at the moment. But wasn't far away from my 2-1 prediction. Injury time, the difference, good 3 points. That's it. Like, obviously bringing Luke McCown on, I thought he played really well. Look at Johnny Kenny, obviously a massive part for Luke McCown's goal. That link-up play, trying to get that shot in. I still believe we still need another striker. I know Kyogo's header was a cracking goal today, and I still truly believe that we're missing a little bit up front. We're missing that little bit more of a spark up front. And Kyogo has his days where he's not prolific when it comes to scoring away from home, which he doesn't do a lot of it, to be honest. He does a lot of goals when we're playing the home games, but I'd like to see more away goals from Kyogo, like the old days. And there was sparks there. Then that header was absolutely unbelievable. But thought Arnie Ingles is outstanding. Thought he was really well. I thought he played really well today. Obviously, his 5th penalty for Celtic. Yes, it was the first penalty. Obviously, was recalled because the keeper was off his line, and Ross County's keeper put off some decent saves as well in the game. But I'll go down to the comments anyway. So anyone that's tuning in on Facebook, hop over as you see that below. YouTube, Instagram, and X. We're all across all them social media platforms. If you can even follow us on something different that you haven't been done already, would be really appreciated. But what you go back to the game and you listen to what Alistair Johnson said at full time, he was expecting the pitch to be worse, and it actually wasn't. Now, obviously, the goals look like they were in bits. Kasper Schmeichel, but look, pulled off 1 or 2 decent saves as well for us today, and you know, it's all a guessing game of penalties, and we can go away with 3 goal difference positive. And let's look at the table as well. It always feels good to look at the table. So I'm gonna whip up the table here. There we are. Looks great. Unbelievable stuff. I'm just gonna get that logo out of the way so you can see it a bit better. 1 second now. Typical, isn't it? That's a bit better now. Much better now. We can see the table. Rangers are more close at the Hearts than they are to Celtic. That's the fact for you. It's been meltdown central over the last couple of days because they just can't accept the Celtic are going to do 55. In my head, to be honest with you, I think the league is won in the next 5 or 6 games. It's completely done in the next 5 or 6 games. That's not me being cocky. I know we say on the channel, I wait until it officially confirmed as champions, but realistically, we're about 5 wins away from the title, 5 or 6 wins away from the title, and then that's it. So my original prediction was St. Patrick's weekend, Derby on the Saturday. We'll have the league wrapped up by then, but I probably think it'll be earlier than that, to be honest. If we keep going the way we're going and the Rangers keep dropping points, I wouldn't be surprised St. Johnstone will actually go to Ibrox tomorrow and actually get a result, to be honest with you, because their heads are up there. Their heads are in their arses. Yes, fair enough, they have a decent home record this season, but regards to look at the away there and the statistics, they've only won three games away from home this season. I think it was, what was it? How many points did they drop altogether? It was 19 points they've dropped so far, but it's all about the Celtics. It's all about us, what we do now. At the end of the day, let Dundee, let Aberdeen, let Rangers fight for second place. All we should focus now is on, which we've since day one, is focus on us. There's no point of thinking about the laughing stock. I don't know what's going to happen with regards to incomings. We're still waiting for the confirmation of the Berta Bay sale, the International of Brazil. We're still waiting for more talk about this Norwegian winger as well, the 27-year-old. I'm just going to take the table off so you can see my big mush. Still waiting for confirmation on that as well. Still talk of Tierney as well, maybe coming on loan before the end of this window. Celtic are exploring the option of taking him on loan and then a pre-contract in the summer. So the source behind that is Anthony Joseph, Sky Sports as well, if he's thinking of making up a load of spiel. So we're going to go through the comments, see what people have to say. Is that if you want to join the membership on YouTube, it's 99 pence. It just means I can put it towards, the picture quality and using this service, so I can speak to people on Facebook and YouTube at the same time as well. So you don't have, it's January. It's dry January. People don't have the money. Simple as that. At the end of the day, I'm just happy that you are watching the podcast tonight, and that's the most important thing on this magnificent Saturday night. While I'm in Dublin, our boys won in Dingwall. So great result on a horrible looking surface and missing key players. More mud than grass. Nice to see Kenny get on. It was good to see him come on. I think he made an impact. Yes, he had a couple of chances, but his time will come, and it's good to see that he has, matured as a player, being at Shamrock Rovers, playing for a high pressure club in the League of Ireland. Nowhere near the pressure of Celtic, not even near 10 to the pressure of Celtic, let's be honest. But getting that loan move in the League of Ireland, scoring in Europe as well, five goals in Europe as well. So Brendan can only trust what he says and give him a chance. If he gives him a chance and he doesn't really get goals in the second half of the season, like similar to what Ida done, if he gets 9 goals, what Adam Ida does, maybe there will be a chance for him beyond the summer at Celtic. You never know. If he helps us score goals to win the title and win perhaps the treble, you never know. But it's a good comment. Good comment. So Pat O'Reilly says if Coelho gets the service he runs the deserve, he'll be bang on. Well, that's what I think. He's starting to get that service. I've said this already. I think Arnie Ingles is starting to get into his game. I think he already has 7 assists. Let me just double check. I was with this earlier on. So Arnie Ingles has played 27 games for Celtic, right? 5 goals, 9 assists. 9 assists so far in his Celtic career, which is not bad. Matt O'Reilly last season, even though I'm not comparing him to Matt O'Reilly, he's playing in Matt O'Reilly's position. Matt O'Reilly finished on, I think it was 20 goals and 19 assists. Look at Matt O'Reilly was absolutely outstanding last season, but there's a lot of football to be played. The guy's only gelling in, and will take time. And yeah, some people will say, well, he scored from the penalty spot. It doesn't matter. Goal's a goal at the end of the day. So it's pushing us even closer to the title. Like, I don't think any Celtic fan thinks that we're going to lose this league now. I think we're all feeling comfortable, and we are on the 11th of January, and I'm feeling already that, Rick, you know what? Start getting them champagnes ordered soon, because we're going to be crowned champions again for fourth season in a row. Yeah, the Celtic fans are singing 10 in a row, but it's too early in my heart for that. I know it's all a bit banter. It's a bit of banter, I know. Kyogo can't do much when tippy tappy at the back. Look at, as Brendan came out and said already, Charles, sometimes you're going to have to do this ticky tappy football to find a way to break down, find a way through to their defence, get through their midfield and get goals. Can't be always comprehensive, bang, bang, bang. It doesn't always work like that in football. I've said this on the channel, I'll say this again, and I'm sure a couple of Celtic YouTubers have said it, you need patience. If it's going to be 0-0 going to half time, there will be goals in the second half. If you win a game 1-0, win a game 1-0. If you score in a stoppage time, it doesn't matter. It's 3 points closer to the title. That's been progress completely from last year. This time last year, I've said this 100 times on the channel, that you look back to this time last year, exactly in January, some Celtic fans wanted Rodgers gone, just weren't buying into it, and it took time to get it together, and good things come to those who wait. And yeah, let's we'll go. Oh yeah, well, that's the thing. Like, I thought Trusty played well. I thought Trusty and Carter Vickers played well. I thought Valley was outstanding. Obviously, that chance, there was deflection at the end. I thought he was outstanding. Left back, I know Monty was on the bench. I thought Valley, he just brings something different from Taylor. He has more pace, more energy about him, and maybe a good player for Barcelona when he goes back there. Then maybe you consider actually starting him. It's a fantastic club, Barcelona, but obviously we all knew what was going to happen with Alex Valley. He was coming here as developing a loan move, no option to buy. So enjoy what he's here. Enjoy. Never know. Could be a Newsy kind of deal. Never know. Same here, mate. It was a brutal time being a team. I look at Tierney has faded away at Arsenal because Tierney was injured. Tierney was injured for nearly 4 seasons or 4 months at Arsenal. He's only getting back into the side. Well, 69 minutes he played, and then he's had to be on the bench for the last couple of games. But look, it is what it is. Yeah. Kyogo's not going. See all this talk of Kyogo with the MLS. It's not going to happen. They made an error on that. I won't be worried about Kyogo going in this transfer window, folks. I think it would have to be something like around 15 million for Kyogo to go. And that's me, to be honest, which is, yes, he's going to be 30 soon, but I think his record proves it for himself. He's pushing for that 100 goals for Celtic, and it was Rio Tate's 100 game as well for Celtic today. Played all right. Tate did. Like, I thought Ingles was well more superior than him, but yeah. And did you know? No, I didn't know. It's because I was too busy celebrating myself. To be honest, too busy trying to screenshot some stuff and upload it. But he seemed pretty happy in his post-match reaction. Seemed quite happy. So I'm not buying into these rumors that Kyogo's going to go. I don't think he's going to go in this window. I think he may go in the summer, but same with Tate. I think Tate might go in the summer, but I can't see Celtic getting rid of Kyogo. As I said, unless it's like 15 million. When we can get someone in last minute, but it'd be sad because there's an attachment there with Celtic fans with Kyogo. Like, he seems since we bought him from the J League, and when he scored, I think his first home game for Celtic, he scored 3 goals against Dundee. He's actually scored his debut, I remember, against Jablonec in Czech Republic. As far as I remember that day, we were wearing the white kit with the pinstripes on it, pink pinstripes. But he won't be going anywhere. Kyogo's here. He's staying here. He's here until the end of the season. Look, he's on a long-term deal. But look, Ronnie Doyle is the Atlanta manager. He obviously knows the caliber of Celtic. He knows obviously been worked at Celtic for 2 seasons. He knows what Celtic can produce regards to players and their kind of evaluation and stuff. But like, I can't see us losing Kyogo. Yes, we lost Giakoumakis to Atlanta, but the only reason that we lost Giakoumakis to Atlanta 2 years ago was because it was down to they weren't giving him a new deal. We weren't giving him an increase in his wages. And I was a big fan of GG. I thought GG was a good player. I thought he battled well. He was a proper poacher. He had a bit of power about him as well. Decent goals, the games ratio. He scored the most goals in the Eredivisie the season before, playing for a team that got relegated, VV Venlo. So yeah, it was a bit. I was a bit disappointed when we got rid of Giakoumakis halfway through a season. I wonder if he actually got a medal for that. If anyone knows, I'm sure he was probably entitled to a medal. But look at F.A. Ambrose. F.A. Ambrose got a medal. Chris Commons got a medal, and Chris Commons didn't even play 1 game for Celtic that season when Brendan came in. It's a strange one. I know he went on loan to Hibs. The Scandinavian winger we looked at looks really good. Right. The thing about this Scandinavian winger, they're overvaluing him 7 million. I wouldn't pay 7 million for a guy that's not even playing for the top 3 teams in Norway. Let's be honest. Like Rosenborg, Molde. I wouldn't be touching. I wouldn't be going near it. 7 million wouldn't be entertaining, to be honest. Yes, he's 21 years of age. He's 5'11". He has played 25 games last season, and he scored 5 goals and provided 5 assists, and he's been capped 7 times for his country at under 21s. But I think that's a lot of money for a guy that doesn't really have the experience of like, I don't even know if he even has European experience. I don't even think he has. I think it's a lot of money. So let's see, Sondre Ojalister, I think it is. I'm just gonna call him Sondre Ojalister. So I'm gonna pull up his profile on the screen and show you who we're talking about, right? Just give me a second now. 7 million's nothing these days. It's a big gamble. I'd rather put 7 million into a player in the championship. That's a young player in the championship, has potential. You know, I know it sounds crazy. But yeah. Just 1 second now. I sound nuts when I say this, but I'd rather pay 7 million on Ben Doak. Even though Ben Doak came through our system, I'd rather pay 7 million on Ben Doak because I know what you're getting with Ben Doak. Yeah, he left, he threw his toys and went to Liverpool, and he got a professional contract. And let's be honest, you're leaving the club. Yeah, you're leaving your childhood club to go to alongside one of the biggest clubs in the world that has 6 European Cups. You're getting to work with Jurgen Klopp. It's a hard decision to say no, But I'd rather Doak, because at least we know what we're getting with Doak. But we're not linked with Doak. Yet that's fair to say. Doak is meant to be going for 15 million to Crystal Palace. Like reportedly as well. Fulham want them as well. But that's just an example. It's just an example. We're not linked with Glenn Doak in any ways. I'll just give you an example. How bad was the pitch? We played worse. We played on worse pitches. You go back to remember when Gretna and Motherwell shared the same pitch back in 2007 and 8? Remember that pitch? Looked like a beach than an actual pitch. It was in bits. But yeah. Okay, we got through it. We got there. I just think it was more so the actual the actual inside the box. That was in bits, but the overall, I thought it wasn't too bad. I actually thought the ball was spread across the park quite well, considering the amount of snow up in Dingwall. But give it to the groundsmen. Regards to the majority of the pitch, it was actually looked all right. It was just the actual inside the boxes, they were shocking. So they were boasting on Sky Sports about the underground heating and all this shit. But okay, we got a game on. At least it wasn't postponed. At least people didn't lose out on money, and the fans were top class as always. But yeah, let me see anywhere else. Oh yeah, let's go with regards to this guy. We're talking about this winger. Let's click into this. Me getting sidetracked for a minute, talking about Ben Doak. Ben Doak ain't come to Celtic. It's just to give me an example. But he's going to be going for double the money anyway. It looks like he's going for about 15 million. So this is the guy that would have so I'm just winging this one, right? So if he ever comes across me podcast, or a Norwegian person comes across me podcast and I've butchered this name wrong, I do apologize. So he's 5'11", 21 years of age. I'm just gonna give you these stats here, right? So far, if this loads up. So here we go. Preferably plays on the left wing. If you look over here, on the left wing, 14 goals, 14 assists. That's his whole career, by the way. It's not. This is the team he plays for. Salzburg. He played 32 games for them altogether, and he scored 6 goals and 7 assists. Last season, he played 25 games, and he had 5 goals and 5 assists. So yeah, he's been capped for Norway 7 times, as I was saying. Valuation, actually. Usually you just show you the valuation of a player. Just give me a second now. I'll just pick up his profile. There's no way he's near his value. That's no way it's even 6 million. 6 million. Where did this 6 million come from? Mad money. He's 27. As I know, the Norwegian league we are there match day 1 to March. So he probably would have need to catch up a bit fitness wise. We get him in the door as well. So we'll see what happens. Sky Sports are saying that Celtic are in advanced talks to get this guy to earn up a mil, but he's been linked with 2 other clubs. He's linked with Palma, and there's another club as well that want him. I think Lazio want him as well. So yeah, we'll see what happens. I'll keep an eye on it. So let's see the comments. South Africa, what about South Africa? How's it going? Hope you're well. How's it going? Hell. Yo, Bear, how are you getting on, Bear? Thoughts on Maeda's performance? Poor, be honest. I thought you played poor today. He had a chance early enough in the game and it went past the other side of the post. Maeda hasn't scored for Celtic since we last played Ross County. So it just shows that he is lacking a bit of confidence. I still truly believe that he will get together. He will get himself together. When a player is down, you have to give him a bit of confidence to get back up and running. The difference between him and Palma is Palma tries to put it on the show. You just know by body language that they're not in it like the way either puts his head down, tries to walk. And look at Lewis Palma the other night. That pass in towards the second goal was remarkable, cracking, but I just think Maeda is just lacking a bit of confidence. And I think with the likes of Johnny Kenny coming in, I think that will give him extra competition. And he knows how high the stakes are playing for Celtic. He knows what he's up for anyway. So yeah. So we have 2 people tuning in on Facebook, which is fine. We have 42 people tuning in on YouTube. If this is your first time coming across my YouTube channel, please hit that subscribe button below. It'd be really appreciated. Kaiser, when you really need to get back onto you and get sorted, I think more likely I'll probably do a podcast. Won't be tomorrow. Probably be Monday night if you're around. I'll have a chat with you. His force touch did let him down, but I'm as I said earlier on. I know I sound petty when I say this, but you can't blame the wear and tear of the pitch as well. Like, it was sloppy. It was sloppy. Even you could see when players were trying to take shots on in the final third. It was just absolute shocker. But look, we can't complain that much. We're leaving Dingwall with 4 goals and we're 18 points clear. And yes, 18 points clear of our rivals. But as I said, it's up to them. I wouldn't be surprised if Dundee finished second place. Dundee United. Why not? Why not put a fiver on it? Because I know Aberdeen have actually brought a few players in over the last couple of days. They're being very proactive in the window and stuff like that. But yeah, 10 games he's not scored, and you wonder what's going on. Is it the service? He's not getting enough service. Is there just the form just declining? Like I just don't want fans thinking with the price tag he needs to score so many goals, this and that. At the end of the day, so obviously there's something going on in the background. He is a striker. Yeah, obviously his core responsibility is to score goals and link up play as well. But there must be something going on in the background with Ida, and he'll turn a corner. Have the faith to turn a corner. And I know I want to keep saying the same thing next week and the week after. I feel like a good few fans that watch the podcast and I've seen online as well are just not happy with the price we paid for Eden and the way he's performed so far this season. As I said, that could all change. He came in at the end of January last year and he got 9 goals. He already has 8 goals this season. So Adam Maeda could finish on 20 goals if he gets his head in the game and gets the right service and starts being more prolific in front of goal. And even Kyogo came out and said in his post-match reaction he needs to score more goals. Of course he does. I know there's glimpsed today, them 2 goals with Kyogo, but I still feel that we've gone past prime Kyogo. That's how I feel about it. I love the guy to bits. I think he's a cracking player, and but I still feel like we've went past prime Kyogo. I just think, don't know. It's just weird to say, but I love Maeda more than Kyogo. Even though they've won trophies and they've scored big goals for us, I'm more of a Maeda person than Kyogo. I just think Maeda is non-stop. Yeah, he has stages in his Celtic career where he can be very inconsistent as well. And we've seen that last season where Maeda at the start of the season is just all over the shop and then you start getting into the business end of it. So we'll see what happens. I'm a fan of Kyogo, but we overpaid. 100% we overpaid. We'll go back to the same conversation from a couple of podcasts ago. Norwich had us for ransom because he knew that we wanted him so much at the end of the day. So we should have got Ida, as I'm looking at the comments here from Kaiser. We should have just negotiated with Norwich after that cup final and said, here's the deal. You could, I think you blame it down. You can blame it down to the board for not acting quick and sharply on it. Because Brendan came out and said after the Scottish Cup final that he wanted Ida. And I know some folks have said this in the channel, because he didn't have a pre-season as well with Celtic, that could affect him as well. Look, it's a lot of games. I still believe that he'd be fine. And for a guy that's only scored 8 goals this season and we're 18 points clear, I wouldn't worry about it too much unless we start getting injuries. If Kyogo gets injured and Johnny Kenny gets injured, that's when you say it. But I've said this on the channel a couple of times anyway, that I'd rather go out and get a striker, even pay 6 million or something for a striker, because we're going to be getting about 5 million anyway off the Brazilian team international for Beira Bay. Now you could put that money back into that position, which a lot of fans would rather, but we've got this far without Tierney this season. We have Taylor, we have Valle, we have Monty. We could still survive without Tierney until then, and we can get him on a free in the summer. Or you could put the chance in and give the 6 million and try to get someone else in. Because in the summer, we might not have a first choice left back. If Greg goes, Valle's back to Barcelona, Bear the Bay sold in this window, we're only left with Adam Montgomery. you know. So see what happens. It's good to see Cummins was on the bench, Montgomery was on the bench, and Johnny Kenny obviously came on as well. It just shows that as much as we brag about the bench, we're going to pick up injuries. We're going to pick up injuries in a extremely packed schedule. We have Dundee at Dens Park on Tuesday night. Yeah, that won't be. There's no way that's going to be a storm for Celtic. Like we saying Dundee, they were missing 10 players. Yeah, fair enough. The opposition they're playing are terrible away from home, but Dundee are a decent team. Dens Park has always been a difficult place to go. Yeah, we come up with the goods always in the second half there, but it'll be a hard game on Tuesday night. So what I found different today was we were doing this podcast. I'm looking at the comments and all here, folks. I'm not forgetting about you at all. There wasn't many people saying 5-6-0, 4-0. A lot of folk were saying 2-1, 2-0. And yes, in at a time we got the goals, we got the McCown goal, we got the Ingles penalty, and look at well done to Luke McCown. I agree with Chris Sutton. I completely agree that he needs to get a bit more game time. But at the same time, I can say it, you can say it, the rest of the fans can say it. It's what Brendan believes in. And Brendan has more preferred trust in starting Arnie Ingles, Rio Atate, or Paulo Bernardo ahead of him. All Luke needs to do is just keep going into training, good frame of mind as he's playing for his childhood club, keep putting the work in, and he'll pay off. So I'd like to see obviously Luke McCown start against his former club on Tuesday night against Dundee in Dens Park. Obviously, captain Dundee for 2 years, I think it was. So it'd be interesting for him to obviously be a part of the team, and so let's see. Kenny will be excellent for Celtic. Let's look at. That's putting a lot of pressure on the guy. It's a good prediction, Stephen, but it's putting a lot of pressure on the guy. Let's just let the guy get settled into training again with the first team. Let's give him a bit of game time. Let's get him the goal, and it'll all be step by step, and then we can say, Stephen, at the end of the season, you were right. He has been excellent, and hope he can improve from that. But look you never know. You never know. I don't really like Ida that much. He's all right at times. I say give him a bit of time. I had that feeling about Edward ever since he showed face at play the match. Alton Edward's not coming back to Celtic. He's at Leicester now at the moment. I think he's on loan at Leicester for the season. No. Edward was good for Celtic. He was a really good, prolific striker. Just the circumstances of the final season for most players. I think a lot of players dropped the tools and just weren't arsed. That was a league title that was to be there and lost, and they done that. That's true. It's a good point. But did it win us anything? It won us the Scottish Cup, which that Scottish Cup was from the previous season. But I don't even want to think about it. I just want to do a Men in Black moment where you just completely reset. Someone said this to me the other day. It's a good point. I don't think Rio is as stubborn and body emotions as Nacham was. Nacham was like that. Dropped his tilts, thought he was bigger than Celtic at times. But some fans feel like, is Rio going down the same road? Is his head somewhere else? I've said this on the channel, and I'll say this again for the 100th time. I would listen to offers in the summer for Rio Atate and bring Lennon Miller in from Motherwell. That's my prediction. I think accordingly, Lennon Miller is a Celtic fan as well. There's pictures of him when he was younger at Celtic Park. I just think he has the capabilities to be a big player. Could be the next John McGinn to come out of Scottish football. I know it sounds like a bold shout, but he looks like that type of player. And what I've seen of him over the last season, especially against us as well, very impressive. Very impressive. I'd pay the 5 million from the 5.3 million would I well want. But we won't be getting him in this window because he's injured. He's injured until the end of February. So see what happens. We could sign him and just send him back on loan to Motherwell. Could be an option because I'm sure there will be clubs down south that'd be interested to try and sign him. So Wilson was banging. Yeah, Wilson, he was banging them goals in. Doesn't matter how many goals he scored in Ireland, but season on loan. Look, yeah, I think as far as I know, he scored 17 goals for Rovers altogether in that year and a bit. He was in the League of Ireland. See what happens. Johnny Kenny, all you can do is give him time, and he gets the goals. He goal game ratio, and works him and starts settling with the team. You never know. It was a Dingwall, horrible conditions, coming into the game like that, chasing to win the game. He came on. I think he conducted himself really well. I was impressed. So yeah. So as I said, if you want to subscribe to the channel, please do. We really appreciate it. I'm gonna stay on for another 20 minutes. I really appreciate the numbers on tonight. There's 47 people tuning in. If you can just comment below where you're watching from, what part of the world. Did you get up early to watch the game? Did you just get the highlights? And most of all, put in the comments as well. How many games away are we from winning the title? How many games do you think in your mind? I believe we're 6 victories away from winning the league. 6 victories away from winning the league. Now let's just whip out the old table. Whip out the table. I'm not doing this by mathematic reasons. I'm just going by the points, the games. So we're at 22. We could have the league done. We have the league won by game 29 or game 28. So, as you see there, we've scored. Look at our goal difference. It's so superior. Like, look at, no one's stopping us. No one is stopping us. You need the worst collapse to happen for Celtic to lose the league now, because we're not even in 5th gear yet, because some of the performances we haven't been at 5th gear, and I know I still believe we're in 4th gear, and there's no point taking the foot off the pedal, because the team in 2nd place is miles behind. Let's go, and let's get this 100 points. Let's get this 100 points at the end of the day. That's the most important thing. I'm going to see the comments here. What's your opinion on Liam Scales? How's it going, Vincent? I hope you're well. I like Liam. I think he takes a lot of stick from the fans at times. I thought he was atrocious at Ibrox, to be honest. I think that was his worst performance in the Celtic shirt, but I'm sure he'll bounce back from that. He ended up coming on for left. He ended up coming on playing left back today at the end, I think. But I like Liam. I think Liam was good last season. Thought he really steadied the ship last season in the defence. There's goals in there with Liam as well. So he wouldn't be a start. I think at the moment, I think Trusty and Carter Vickers are more established centre backs together. Even though Liam has played probably more games than Austin Trusty has, but then Carter Vickers, obviously he's tender at Celtic, is longer. But I think Liam could do a job. You know, Liam could play defensive midfield. I know it sounds crazy. I think he has that type of confidence where he could bring that ball up. And if we do get injuries in that midfield and we need to push Callum up, he could play Liam in defensive midfield. Like Atati can play defensive midfield as well. People forget about that. But yeah. So away you with it. Good luck. Yeah, Samaras was excellent for us. What a guy he was. Georgia Samaras. Maeda Scalacci. I've nothing against Liam, but I thought he showed Brendan's double standards when he hooked at half time. Play less. Look at, you should have been taken off at half time at Ibrox. Like Austin Trusty was taken off at half time at Hampden. But Brendan got it wrong that day, and there's no point of us keep going over a defeat. You know, sometimes, as I said this on the channel the day after we were beaten by Rangers, by Sefco. You go back to that game in 2017 when Hearts smashed us at Tynecastle. What did we do then? We went on to do history upon history. That put the foundations down, added to the foundations of a double treble, a treble. So yeah, we lost our unbeaten run of 69 games, but sometimes you just need to get knocked down so you can come back stronger and stronger. And Scales will be fine. Scales will be fine. Scales knows the importance of the club. He's a nice guy. When players are not, you're going to have players. Just because we have a good squad, you're going to have players who are going to be in and out of the squad. And every player can't be fully consistent because they're human beings. They make errors. They get tired. It's a busy schedule. They know what they're signing on for. You're playing 80, 60 games for this club season. And if you're chasing everything on every front, you are going to get tired, you know. And I think the levels of intensity that we've done so far, some fans want more, understandings want more, but there's going to be games, as I said, where we might have to dig out a result, and that's fine. That's fine. I just once we're happy and we're playing and we're winning games. I've said this so many times in the channel. There's been many teams in their leagues where, in different leagues in the world, where they weren't playing the most expansive football and they win 1-0 and they win trophies. You know, look at Man United, as I said, for years they've done it. That's when Fergie was there, but who are Man United now? 47. I hope I'm not boring you in the podcast. Good numbers in here tonight, so let me know if you're enjoying the podcast. I didn't get to see all the where everyone's from tonight as well. I seen Niagara Falls there. That's about it. No one else saying where they're tuning in from. Be just good to get. As I said, if you want to join the membership, 99p. It's great to get a community of new members in, because there's no better feeling when you see a member coming up and they're into the channel, they're enjoying the content. You know, anyone that's not a member, I treat you the same. You enjoy it. You enjoy watching it. He's like saying that pieces. At the end of the day, we're all Celtic fans. We all want success. So, how's it going, Laura? Glasgow here. Laura always tunes in. Good to see. This is a good question. This is actually a really, really good question, to be honest with you. Now, he's on 18.5 grand a week, just to let you know. Is Taylor justified at 20 to 25 per week if Tierney comes back? Now, he's talking about 25 grand per week. He won't be paying as much. I don't blame him holding out for as he's cutting. Right. Now, look at, I'm going to say the same thing I said a couple of weeks ago about Taylor. There is no doubt in my mind Taylor has given everything to play for this club since he walked in that door. He has given everything. I wasn't keen on him when we signed him, to be honest. I was more going for Bolingoli than him. I know it sounds weird. I know a lot of us knew Taylor from obviously the Joey Barron incident, playing for Kilmarnock. I think it was more going to be a project player, to be honest. But answer to your question, he's a squad player. It's hard if Tierney does come in. If he comes in, this is the thing is, and I'm confident that we're going to get Tierney back anyway, to be honest. Like he's at reports that he's torn down West Ham, Crystal Palace, and Leicester to come to us in the summer, or if it's going to be a long move. I wouldn't give Taylor 25 grand a week. No, we've got enough. We've got the mileage out of Taylor, and in my eyes, let me just check something, right? This will be interesting for a lot of people, right? I'm gonna put this up now. This may not be up to current today, it might be, let's see. Now, right, this is from last year. So another website that might be able to tell me this. 24, 25 payroll. Let me see. No, right. Let me see. Wait. Damn. Might have to find out the salaries of these players. According to that, Taylor's on 18.5 grand a week. Probably is on 18.5 grand because he signed a deal with Celtic back in the contract with Celtic back in 21. So here we go. I have it here for you, right? Let's see. Canvas Lang. The stadium in Canvas Lang. Do you remember that? He wanted to move Celtic from the east end of Glasgow to Canvas Lang. I've never been to Canvas Lang, by the way. I'm on the other side of Glasgow. So, right, here we go. Pop-up of a nice car. This is a current salary. This is what players are getting paid at the moment, right, at the club. Now, this is from a website called Sporty Salaries. It may be accurate, it may be. So, Kasper Schmeichel is going to be on 20 grand a week. I don't believe that. I think he's on more than that, to be honest with you. Since that was on 10 grand a week, Scott Bain's only on 5 grand a week, and he's been at the club for that long. I find it hard to believe that one. Carter Vickers, 100%. I think he's definitely on 21.5. Roski's on 16 grand a week. That probably sounds right because we get 13 grand a week. That is right because obviously got a deal. Welsh is on 14. Carl Bashy's obviously gone. So this was done in August, by the way, just to let you know. Greg Taylor, no way he's on 31 grand a week. That is complete, absolute nonsense. There's no way he's on 30 grand a week. This website's completely off it, way off it. Let's see what James McCarthy was on. No way. This website is complete, absolute nonsense. Matt O'Reilly, what was Matt on before? Rio's on 18. Callum's on 31. Callum's going to be on 40 grand a week. No, I'm not buying this website. Alistair Johnson, he's moved up. He's meant to be on like one of the top earners now as well. Shaw, there's a guy that was collecting the wage. Jesus. Tony Ralston, 16 grand. That sounds right. Matt O'Reilly. No way Matt O'Reilly was on 42 grand a week. What a load of absolute nonsense. That website's not right. I'm getting off that website. What a load of nonsense. It looks like football. It looks like football database. Definitely looks like football manager. It's definitely not right. There's another one I was looking at the other day. Hold on. Who made that Sporty Salaries of it? They need to get the figures right. Definitely need to get the figures right. Now this one definitely makes more sense. This one makes more sense. I'll put this one up for you now. Now this is from last season. So I know there's gonna be one or two people in the comments like, what's Nathaniel Phillips doing in the roster? What's going on here? What's going on? Put it up. Here we go. This is it here, right? So this is from last season. Just put it out there. Someone's telling me is the face painter, eh? Callum McGregor's on 27 grand a week. Carter Vickers 24. Look at it, Nathaniel Phillips. We're paying 24 grand a week for him. Who was from on loan from Liverpool. Coyle 19. This is a new deal. Abada was on 17. I'd say Abada was probably on more because he's He signed a new deal at around towards the end of the transfer window. David Turnbull was on 16. Greg Taylor's on 15. Pushing out for nearly double his salary. I'd offload him. I'd definitely offload him. Lewis Palm is $6 grand a week. The way he goes on is where if he's playing for 60 grand a week. Odin Holm, 4.5. This is when Scales could be. This is before Scales got a new deal, folks. So Scales is reportedly on about 13 grand a week. So yeah, so there you go. Just a little example. Them figures look than the last ones, you know. Walked it from Tollcross to Blantyre one night. That's bleeding miles away. You're breaking up. Am I still breaking up? Let me see. Let me see. Can you hear me now? That a bit better. How about now? Can you hear me now? That bit better. Can you hear me all right now? Let me know in the comments. Oh, new member. Thanks very much, Typhoon. A new member to the list. Happy days. You're better now. Happy bleed days. Sorry about that. I'll put on a bit of added time on for that now since I made an absolute balls of it. So yeah, I don't know what was going on. It sounded like I'm mumbling like on the phone. So who was your man in the match today, folks? Was it Kyogo? Was it Ernie Ingles? Was it Alex Valle? Let me know in the comments. And you know what? Let's give appreciation to Callum McGregor. Another victory as our captain. Another victory. So with your answer, with the question that was thrown at me, would I take Greg Taylor on a new deal for 25 grand a week? No. If he was only 22 years of age, yes, I would. But because he's 27, so is Tierney's 27. And I know people might say, but that's not fair. How come Greg Taylor's played well more games than Tierney in the last 5 years for a club than he did at Arsenal? Why does Tierney get the wages? Because Tierney has the class. Tierney has the class when he's fit. You know, so it is a difficult one, but I understand that perspective. Like, you got two salesmen. You got a guy that comes in once or twice into work a week and he makes unbelievable sales. Then you got a guy that comes in every single day and just hits average sales and gets his job done. It's a hard one to pick, isn't it? You want someone that's more consistent, like Taylor. At the same time, you got a good salesman that understands the business and wants to come back stronger for the business. It's a hard one. It really is a hard one, you know. Yeah, it was a bad connection, but the sound of it probably was just a bad connection. Close one between Ingles and Kyogo. Yeah, Kyogo done really well. The header was fantastic. You know, even the connecting play for the first goal was fantastic. But as I said already, Paul, I know you're probably tuning in late. Nothing to worry about Kyogo. He ain't going anywhere. This is all MLS business. Not buying it. There's a better chance he'll probably go back to Japan than he go to the MLS. To be brutally honest with you. Blantyre is a good place as well. Drank in the commercial a few times. Celtic Glasgow, are you there? Are you there, Celtic Glasgow? Look at that face. That's when it all started going downhill from. Agent Clermont has to stay. It's like another Paul Le Guin. I said it when he got appointed. It was going to be Paul Le Guin part 2. What a beautiful picture. Look at that. Look at that. I know. I love putting out this picture because it makes me happy. Guy that well deserved the Champions League trophy. You know. Let me see. So if this is your first time coming across the channel on YouTube, just go below. Hit the thumbs up if you think it's decent. Give us a sub, free of charge. If you want to buy the membership for the month, just give an extra way of support, it's 99 pence. You know, that was the starting lineup for today. Trusty, obviously, there. Yeah, so let's see. Broke screen. Can you hear me now? Can you see the Rangers? Let's see. Can you see us now? We're going to play a couple of clips just out of them having meltdowns as usual.
Kilgo, how happy are you with your performance and your goals today?
See, this is
Kilgo, how happy are you with your performance and your goals today?
Yeah, I'm happy to help the team, but I lost a lot of shoot, so I have to improve.
It was a good cross from Alistair, though, for that first one. Is that fair?
Yeah, what a ball, yeah.
That's great finish.
Yeah, we get this one as well. Chris Boyd saying that Celtic's fourth goal shouldn't have stood. So let's get this one as well.
I think he's been sensational since he's signed for Celtic. He just adds sharpness whenever he comes on, and it's. I mean, he should score, but it's such a composed finish. Couple of quick touches, but yeah, 3-1 did for Ross County. The game was over then, but McCowan, impresses, and he'll probably think, well, my performances, I deserve more game time. Celtic have strength and depth in that area, but no, he's got such great composure. Always adds something when he does come on.
I bet you James Brown's in the dressing room wishing he had the opportunity to tackle when, offside, Arnie Engels was able to put him off there before he got back there. Surely that's intervening with play as well.
Do you want some more straws?
No, I'm just telling you. It's the rules. That's the rules. Is he intervening with play?
The laws.
100%.
We showed some of the chances that Celtic had in the first half where you were looking for that little bit of composure, and you mentioned it with Luke McCowan. He has it, doesn't he? He's able to almost slow things down when the ball comes to his feet.
I can't take him seriously. 4-1, blimey, whinging. No.
Engels is offside here, and he stops James Brown from getting an opportunity to get a tackle. He stops him from getting back in to get a tackle.
That's a massive clutch there.
As I said, you can see he tries to get round him. Engels just stands and he knows he's offside. Let's
talk about it.
By the way, it's good feet. To be a decision because
can there be a decision made?
There has to be. Like, people can speak about money or whatever they want. Like, this cannot continue. Rangers need to find a way to sort this out. This cannot continue. It's impossible. We spoke about the points away from home. If you can see progression, if you can see a team that's been unlucky with decisions, it's been unlucky, with injuries and stuff. If you can see progression, but there is somewhere that they have been very. There's nothing like that. If you listen to Philip Clement, you would actually believe what he's saying. A lot of people have bought into what he's saying. I mean, it's absolute rubbish. This whole thing about a young team, the average age is 26. That's not young. That's not young. There's some youngsters there. He's brought the age down, yes, 100%. But I look at Rangers right now, and from where they were to where they are now, they've regressed. They're miles off it, and something has to be done. Because I'll tell you what's going to happen. Everybody's fed up. The full of Scotland right now is laughing. And by the way, the majority of Rangers fans as well, they're raging. But listening to Philip Clement talking are laughing at it. The pressure's going to come back on Patrick Stewart and the Rangers board now because they're going to have to do something. I mean, Philip Clement has more or less thrown this over to Patrick Stewart for maybe a week now. You'll hear from Patrick Stewart. You'll hear from Patrick. No heard anything. He's going to have to come out and address and say something because the Rangers fans are now going to turn on the board. There's going to be questions asked again because they've had enough. There's another stand in that one half full tonight again. A lot of money being spent from Rangers fans going everywhere. They'll continue to do that, but they will get fed up and there'll come a point, and it's at that point right now.
Yeah, we are in this transfer window as well at the moment. There have obviously been changes behind the scenes at board level at Rangers. Are you looking at this window perhaps? Do you think they will think, well, we've got people...
But it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. It's not going to change. Celtic are too good.
To be a decision because
can there be a decision made?
There has to be. Like, people can speak about money or whatever they want. Like, this cannot continue. Rangers need to find a way to sort this out. This cannot continue. It's impossible. We spoke about the point.
All right, Jim. I've cut across your bit. I've enjoyed being Jim. All right, Jim.
How are we doing? Good evening. Can I speak to the cheerleader, please?
What one is it? Who do you want to speak
to? By the way, I think we know who the cheerleader is, and I want your honest opinion, cheerleader. Where is the progress came for you in this squad and in this team? Where's the progress came for you? Or where is it?
Who are you talking to?
Oh, no, you know it's no you.
Oh, it's me. You talking to me?
Aye, you're the cheerleader. You're his cheerleader. By the way, tell me, where does the progress come from in this team? I've heard you trumpeting him, by the way, for the last 2-3 weeks, how he's the greatest thing that's going to happen, this is going to happen.
No.
You're the man.
No, I never said he's the greatest thing that's ever been. I never said that. I just say the guy's trying to do a particular job for the
Where is he
club.
doing? Where is the progress? Where is the progress come from? You can't answer it.
I can answer it if you let me answer it. But
Well, go for it then.
The progress is coming as young players he's brought into the team. You look at some of these young players, and they're talented young boys. We've just not got a full squad yet to pick for you. We've not got as I said earlier on, a core of the team. But hey, the manager will get sacked eventually. All managers do, no matter what team they're with, all managers get sacked eventually, and eventually it'll come down on him as well. So it's just a matter of time before he gets sacked. But I'm just saying.
Crazy, because they're bringing through young players that they're on the way forwards. Oh, madness! It's us being so dominating and them falling. It just makes this season even better, doesn't it? It just shows. Look at, I know people say they don't like Chris Boyd on Sky Sports. Keep him on it. Because I just think it's Comedy Central. I was really against him being a pundit at the start. I didn't like the guy, but I think the more and more you watch him, the funnier it gets. It's just you need that type of character in the pundit box. You need that type of person where you got James O'Fadden laughing at him, Chris Boyd laughing at him, Neil Lennon laughing at him, Petrov laughing at him, because he knows that. I truly believe this, and I'm going to say that I think there'll be no such thing as that second club by this time next year. I think they're going to go under. I think they're going to go under. So enjoy the banter years where we can, folks, because they're gone. The only other competition will be Aberdeen or Dundee. They won't even be competition. But Aberdeen gave us a go for the year. That was about it for about half a season. But no, they're going under. Mark my words. They still haven't paid the face painter. Still haven't paid him. Still haven't paid Glasgow Cabs as well, or Handing Taxis, whatever it was back then. They're crumbling. They're crumbling. I've seen like pictures earlier on of saying that they're gonna be at the front door. They're gonna be protesting this and all this crap. Let them all they want. Like, I don't know if Coys are still watching, and I'm gonna go back to the old joke I always say: is that Graham Morty back up appearing again since after the derby? Is that Graham Morty out again above Ibrox like the Batman because they can't afford to sack Clement. They're bleeding gobshites there, you know. All managers get sacked. Really? Alex Ferguson didn't get sacked, did he? No. You know, Jurgen Klopp didn't get sacked. Pep Guardiola still hasn't been sacked. Clueless. They're absolutely clueless they are. Seriously. You know, Gordon Strachan didn't get sacked. Martin O'Neill didn't get sacked. Like, don't have an absolute clue, they don't. They're all leaving at the 55th minute. Oh, Jesus. Hopefully, do you know what would be brilliant? It'd be brilliant if, like, St. Johnson scored on the, 53rd minute. So, and, it went to 1 minute of VAR or something like that. And they're all freaking out. And a goal stood and they just all start walking out, even in bigger rage. Oh, it'd be brilliant. It would be brilliant. Do you know what? I'm going to say it right now. I think St. Johnson could nick a result there tomorrow. I just think it's the way they're playing, the way the fans are turning on them, the way Thursday night was just Comedy Central looking at them in the stands. It's the gift that needs to keep coming. That's it. Well, Jim, 120's coming and 121's coming as well. So, interesting times. But folks, I'm going to leave it there tonight. We get a bit more development on transfer targets and players over the next couple of days. I'll be on it like a carb on it. So thanks to my new membership as well, Typhoon Mac. Really appreciate it. Thank to everyone that watched the podcast tonight. I do apologize for the bit of the mumbling and the sound for a couple of minutes in the podcast, but I hope you enjoyed it. Just let me know in the comments if you enjoyed it. Don't ever be sorry. You can always look back on it anytime you want. There's thousands of videos on the YouTube channel. So I really appreciate everyone tuning in tonight and enjoying it. As I said, wrap up well, especially if you're around Ibrox, which you don't want to be around there because you need to wear a full suit like it's the pandemic again, because it's gonna be -18. And you know what? The boys from Perth might get a result tomorrow against them. You never know. Wrap up well. Get that on you. Cheerio. There's Angela and Laura. The McHughes are out. They're out in force. Wrap up, lads. So yeah, thank you very much for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Speak to us all soon. I'll just leave you with this usual video of this amazing granny. Amazing granny. What's her name? Who is she? I want to know who she is.
I'll tell you one thing, proud of my Rangers, but the only thing that annoys me about the whole game, if I look at the whole game and
my Rangers.
I'll tell you one thing, proud of my Rangers, but the only thing that annoys me about the whole game, if I look at the whole game in a whole, is Rangers didn't start half well, Simon. The first minute we had a wee chance when Kent cut it back, and then we died. But I'll tell you one thing, Simon, I seen one thing in that game that really made me proud of my Rangers, and I love my Rangers.
That's what we like. We like a hard man.
Yeah. And I
remember guys like Terry Hurlock, my pal, Ian Ferguson.
Exactly, we've no got it.
We don't.
Don't you think that they need the Champions League's money here? I think so. I think they need that. I think that's a good answer, isn't it?
Never gets old. Never gets old. So I'm going to leave it there, folks. Thanks very much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed that little giggle. And I'll speak to you tomorrow sometime. Good night. God bless. 120 is incoming. 55 is incoming. And you know what? Her name was Andy Mary. We name her Auntie Mary. No, don't even name her Auntie Mary. You need to name her something else, honestly. No, honestly. We're going to leave it there anyway. Thanks very much, folks. All the best.